the better way to looking to take and make reality out of Olympic boxing.
Rules, and there's an order, and the WBC is the WBC. I cannot compare to anybody else. And he signed a contract. He fought to fight for the WBC title.
But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit.
Terence Crawford just shook boxing to its core, lawsuit backlash, and now reports of a suspended license. This isn't drama, this is war. The WBA president has officially canceled his boxing license, and all this comes just days after Crawford filed a massive $50 million lawsuit against the WBC.
He did not comply with the rules. Then he moves up to super middle and makes the fight of the century, beats Canelo, makes $50 million for around that. The WBC absolutely is not going to charge 3% of such an amount.
What began as a simple disagreement over sanctioning fees has exploded into an all-out war between Crawford and the most powerful organizations in boxing. This isn't some minor dispute. It's a direct challenge to the system that has controlled the sport for decades. Reactions have been explosive. Mauricio Suleiman fired back. Ryan Garcia called him cowardly. Eddie Hearn compared him to a man skipping the restaurant bill. And Tim Bradley says, this isn't even about money. It's about control. How did one lawsuit turn into Crawford being blacklisted by the same institutions that once celebrated him?
Your ass shit. Fuck you talking about paid $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh?
Let's break it down. Just weeks ago, Terence Crawford, undefeated, pound-for-pound elite, sued the WBC for $50 million, accusing them of corruption and unfair ranking practices after stripping him of his title. The conflict began when Crawford refused to pay WBC sanctioning fees. Following his mega fight with Canelo Alvarez, the WBC responded by removing him from their rankings entirely.
We made a very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with $225,000 going to the Jose Suleiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need.
Crawford didn't stay quiet. He fired back with legal action, claiming he was being punished for telling the truth. But the next move stunned everyone. Within days, the WBA revoked Crawford's license, citing disciplinary concerns. In simple terms, Crawford's fight with the WBC may have cost him his standing. With the WBA, to boxing's power brokers, Crawford's defiance wasn't bravery, it was rebellion. When asked about Crawford's actions, Mauricio Suleiman doubled down. There are rules, there's order. He signed the contract. He knows the rules. Suleiman said he doesn't want to follow them. He can go another way to Suleiman. This isn't about fairness.
And there's an order, and the WBC is the WBC. I cannot compare to anybody else. And he signed a contract. He fought to fight for the WBC title. He fought to fight for the undisputed title. He knows the rules. He does not want to abide by the rules. It's okay. He can go other ways.
It's about Crawford refusing to play by the same rules as everyone else. He even tried to sound diplomatic. No hard feelings. We even signed a cardboard poster for him at the convention, publicly. It sounded calm, almost friendly, but behind the scenes, Crawford's license was being quietly frozen. While the WBC spoke about respect and protocol, insiders whispered that multiple sanctioning bodies were coordinating a silent effort to push Crawford out. That's when more voices across boxing began speaking, some defending Crawford.
I talked to everybody. I have no hard feelings to anyone. We ended up the convention with the WBC Cares initiative. We had a very nice cardboard of champions, including Terence, and we all signed a nice cardboard signature of Terence Crawford. We're gonna send it to him, wishing him the best. If the path crosses again, perfect.
Others turning their backs. Ryan Garcia didn't hold back. Crawford should have talked his talk before. When he needed the WBC, he was quiet. Now he's like, I don't need them. That's cowardness, Ryan said. He questioned money too. Why is the fee $330,000? That's the percentage. You fight for their belts, you pay the fees. To Ryan, it wasn't about greed. It was about principle. If Crawford wanted to be recognized as undisputed.
Say Crawford should have talked his talk before when he needed him, he wasn't talking like this. Now that he got the money, the cash, now, oh, I don't need WC to get me an opportunity. Now I'm gonna say, yo, fuck y'all, blah, blah, blah. To me, that's a little cowardice, you know, on his part. But guess what? Only thing I don't agree with is why is it 330,000? That's what
He had to follow the structure that gave him that recognition. But then Tim Bradley came in with a completely different angle, and his theory shook fans. Bradley suggested Crawford wasn't being punished for skipping fees. He was being pushed aside. To clear a path for other fighters, he pointed out how a rising contender, Hamza Shiraz, suddenly got fast-tracked for a title shot after Crawford was stripped. Bradley warned, think about it.
You already know the damn rest. Hey, this Terence Crawford is going on. But they all missing it. He missing it too. This ain't about no damn WBC. I'm gonna keep the buck with you. Oh, I want y'all to think, man. I told y'all, that's the channel to make y'all think. This about Hamza Shiraz. Him getting a strap. That's what this is about. Whose guy is that? Who guy is that? Think about it. That's what this is about. It ain't about the money.
Whose guy is that? This is politics, Bradley continued. It's about power, not principle. His comments ignited a new wave of speculation. That Crawford's punishment was about maintaining control over which fighters rise and which get sidelined.
He did is a little bit like going out to a restaurant, having all the best caviar and lobsters, and the bill comes and you go, I ain't paying that, and you just walk out. Now, you sat down at the table, you wanted to eat all the good stuff, you got to pay your dues and you got to pay your bill. Now, what he will say in answer to that is, yeah, but the bill was too much. It's like, no, the rules are their rules. They can actually inflict a 3% sanction fee across your whole purse. What Maurizio's saying is, no, what we did, it actually worked out at 0.06 or 9 or whatever it was. But Terence is looking at it going, well, it's 300,000. But it does. You wanted the opportunity to call yourself an undisputed champion.
Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn added his own sharp analogy, one fans will never forget. Eddie Hearn summed it up like this. It's like going to a restaurant, ordering all the best caviar and lobster.
And it is just regrettable, not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route, no response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge, it's great. It's about greatness, and I'm relieved, to tell you the truth.
You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to see what's going on with all these guys. They're all these guys that are crying the loudest are the fucking problems. They're the problem, every one of these guys.
It definitely changed. We definitely see, you know, there need to be some account of where's the money going, you know? Because, I mean, we don't know. Is it going to the... Because all we see is like them having, you know, big dinners at fights and big dinners fights, and, you know, they have big... What's the things they be throwing? Big annual, conventions and things like that, so...
And when the bill comes, you refuse to pay. For more boxing news, breakdowns, and updates, make sure to subscribe to Knockout Updates. Turn on notifications and check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out.